Alright, what's up everyone? We're about to do a huge death battle marathon. So this is death battle Maka versus RWBY from RWBY. I'm a huge
RWBY
fan of
Rose
RWBY
versus
and
Maka Albarn.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to
question,
RWBY
guys.
Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned
or is it
huntress
over with?
Summer,
Because I
who
feel like
disappeared.
the series
Little
is
Red
over,
really
but I also
wanted
feel like they
nothing
did a
more than to
reboot.
be a
So let me
huntress.
know if
Her
y'all-
dedication
let me know
paid
down in the
off.
comments below.
Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead of
and
Premier School for
I got
Huntsmen and
Maki winning.
Huntresses,
That's just me.
RWBY clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. RWBY doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. RWBY made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. RWBY's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura
Side
forms
note,
a barrier that
I'm
blocks
a big
fatal
fan of the
blows and
animation.
even heals
I like
wounds.
the animation
It can
style,
make
even though
weapons
like it's
stronger
kinda,
too. When RWBY slaps a
looking
cartridge of
sorta
dust
type.
into Crescent
I don't know,
Rose,
I like
her
the
aura
vibe.
lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but RWBY can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
RWBY blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh! I get it!
Spell RWBY.
Team RWBY.
But RWBY's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
RWBY's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. Oh,
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
but all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls.
I thought it was pronounced Keishan. Now, when it comes to this, side note, I'm a big dub and sub watcher. I like watching subs and I like watching dubs. That's just me. But I remember watching Soul Eater when it was the dub on Netflix, and I thought it was Keishan. Or did he pronounce it right? I'm just asking. That's just me. When it comes to pronunciation for anime, for anything when it comes to anime, I always question because how I hear it is different than what other people say sometimes. So I'm just wondering.
A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness if only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon
Yeah,
pair
they-
kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework." And then we jump
She is
them.
that person.
As if Soul's any
She is that
better.
person.
A weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon, he's a scythe. And he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed
They really
was
are the Dream
99
Team.
Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual
she
presences
did do
from
it.
millions of yards away and can discern its
Twice.
nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister,
how
Soul's
that
the
works?
weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Sight status, F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through
I love
Soul
Blackstar.
Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical.
I love
Rather,
Blackstar.
wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies,
And
it works
in the anime,
especially well
Genie
against
Hunter,
witches
I
and
think.
other
Or
evil
no, the
creatures. It's
Genie
not
Hunter in
exclusive or
anime.
anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of
Technically, I
Maka's
guess she
rare
could really do
anti-demon
that.
wavelengths.
But I don't think she ever did in the
Basically,
manga.
being a
Let
goody
me know
little
if y'all know in the
two-shoes
comments
gets
down
her the
below.
power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit, though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a, unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep,
Come to
Soul
the
got
dark
infected
side.
with black blood.
Black
Basically.
blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived.
Should be here. So
Alright, guys. Tell me who y'all think will win in the comment down below. Like I said, I believe Maka going to win.
try helping out.
Or I'll put it this way. Who y'all think
Who you
should have
looking
won?
for?
The characters actually, funny enough, they would have got along.
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called for you. Your boyfriend turns into a scythe. Oh, that's so cool. Your soul is ours.
I don't see a Maka losing, truth be told.
I like my soul, thanks.
And technically, I mean, I'll say it, but everyone should know that knows about soul leadership.
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet. Focus. She's good, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
It is a 2-on-1 fight too. The music is gorgeous too. The animation. Come on, Maka. I got everything riding on you. Why you stop hitting yourself? Come on and fight.
Get back here!
I ain't doing it. I ain't cycle to a gun like that though. It's cool. Ruby never fought anything on the level of Soul. The level of, like, what Maka can fight. So, this fight should... Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Yeah.
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Ooh, the animation just... Yeah, it does go to a side. I mean, to a piano. Yeah, because literally a 2 versus 1.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress!
Soul Adagio.
Ruby!
The wavelengths. Damn it, she's... Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
Maka's gonna lose. Okay, I was sure about to say how they was making it seem, cause...
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Yeah, how come I knew how? I
Rest
mean,
in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best represent this matchup. First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So, Maka takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear-cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot, but as they improved their
Blackstar
skills,
is fine,
Ruby
yeah.
and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie. And their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's, Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So,
Yeah.
Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But it's got one big weakness.
It is a
drains.
finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's
I mean, not even that, just
Petal Burst,
everything else in
activating
general
dust,
when it
even
comes to Soul
powering up
Resonance.
Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone,
there's a
Ruby's
huge
totally
difference.
vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her anti-Grim eye beams? Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve
Again, more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, cause when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Yeah, guys, as I thought, Maka was going to win. But there was no doubt in my mind, and I'm sure y'all that knows about Soul Eater, there was no doubt in y'all minds as well. But let me know down in the comments below. I really like Death Battle now, more just the effects and how fun it is and everything else. Not really just as a concrete evidence for really most of it. I just for fun. That's just me, because some of them I don't agree with, and you know how that is. But alright guys, catch y'all later. See y'all on the next video.